Hi guys, thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well. So I made this simple Ottoman bench that you can place anywhere in your living room or your bedroom, and I used really very few simple steps that I will be sharing with you in this video. I've listed all the material in the description box below, so you can go and check them out. Hope you'll be inspired. Just stay around. I'll be using this wooden shelf. It's already finished. I picked it from Home Depot. And then I'll also be using these 4 wooden legs that I picked from the same store. I'm painting these legs white, so I'm going to be using this white paint. I already had it at home, but if you don't have this, you can just use the spray paint. Since this paint has been sitting around for a while, I had to first tie it using a stick, and then I painted using the brush. I'll be putting the first layer on all the 4 legs and then just let it dry. Since it's wood, it really dries so fast. And then I'll put the second and the third layer. I'm so happy you're all here today. Just please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn the notification bell so that you're updated every time I upload. Thank you. Back to the wooden shelf, I'm going to be using these heavy duty top plates to screw them down so I can add the legs. So these plates really help in case you have to change the legs, and then also it just makes the legs so firm. These plates come with 5 nails for you to drill, but I'll only be using 3 of them. So I marked the points and then I'll be pre-drilling holes where I'll be putting the screws. Then I aligned the plates back and then screwed them down. Altogether I used 4 plates for the 4 legs. But I'll not add the legs right now because it will be really hard for me to work. So I flipped this piece around and I'll be adding this foam. I already had this foam at home. It's 1 inch. So I cut it to size of the shelf and I'll be using 2 pieces. I'm attaching this foam to the wooden shelf using this Scotch glue. And then I added the second piece using the same glue to attach them. And as you're attaching, just press it down for a while so the glue can hold the foams together. For the sides, I'm going to be using this 0.5 inch foam. I already had it also from old projects, and I'll be attaching it using the same glue. But then I just made sure it's longer so I can cover up the edges of the bench. So I used the staple gun to staple it down to the wooden shelf. Unfortunately, I couldn't just use 1 roll for the entire bench, so I had to join up different pieces of the foam. And if you want, you can just use the 1 inch foam as well for the sides. It's just that mine was over and I only had the 0.5 inch left, so that's why I'm using this. Now that all the foam is in one place, I'll be covering it with this fabric. I already had it from an old project as well. I picked it from Joann's, but as you can see, it's a square, so I'll have to just join up different parts. Basically, I stapled down this fabric as well using the staple gun, and just be generous with the staples so the fabric is firm. I think I forgot to mention this, but I screwed the plates for the legs a little bit away from the edges, so I'm able to staple down the fabric and the foam as well. So I had to cut off the rest of the fabric, so I'm able to join up the pieces and cover the entire bench. The advantage with this fabric is, yes, it looks nice, but then it also hides all the staples, so you can't see them anywhere. And I had to pull it so to make sure it's really tight and also really staple it down with so many staples. As you can see, this is where I joined the other fabric to fit the entire bench, but it really covered it up, and that's really the good thing about this fabric. So the last part is to add the legs, so I just screwed the legs into the plates. Just make sure it's really firm. If you ever want to change the legs, you can just unscrew them and then add your new legs. I screwed all the 4 legs in, and that was it for this bench. So I decided to also add some storage under it, but I'll be using this storage shelf that I picked from 5 and below. And I'll also be using just 1 tier of it because that's what will fit under the bench. Basically, it was really easy to assemble. It has its own guides and everything, but I noticed that it doesn't really carry heavy weight. So I'll be using some storage bins or just putting some decorative items under there. And then I also picked these storage bins for $1 from Home Depot that I can put onto this shelf. Definitely this outcome is so amazing. You can see the little shelf I just put a fabric, and I think it really looks good as well. Or you can just leave that lower part really empty and just put nothing. But you can also put these storage bins over the shelf and just put a little of your items there, and that will really also save you some space. I really hope you're inspired by this. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell, and as well as share this video with your family and friends. I have other videos you can check out in my description box below for home decor pieces. Thank you, and hope to see you next time, guys. Bye.